Hi everybody, this is Coach Craig with CrossFit Warehouse. Let's talk about the first workout of the Support Your Local Box fundraiser. The first workout is going to be a 10-minute AMRAP. It is going to be 10 squats, 9 snatches with the right arm, 10 push-ups, and then 9 snatches with the left arm. We're going to go ahead and cover the movement standards for the RX, and then we'll talk about some scaling options as well. All right, everybody, let's talk about the actual movements for the workout, and let's break them down a little bit. So the first movement is going to be a squat. So for the RX, it's just a standard air squat. Looking to just get the hips back and down. We want to make sure we get to full depth and keep the torso upright. So for the air squat, we're looking to keep the torso upright. Use your arms a little bit of a counterbalance. Full squat. So from the side. If the depth is an issue for you, something that you need to scale back, as far as scaling, you could scale a little bit of the height, or a good option would be if you have like an ottoman or a chair in your house, you can squat to that. So a good scale would be to set yourself up, approach just like you would do a regular squat, squat till you touch your hips to the object, and then go ahead and stand. Another option would be if you needed to kind of like lift the heels or kind of do anything that's going to change or modify the depth. All right, the second move we're going to talk about is going to be the dumbbell snatch, or just the snatch in general if you don't have a dumbbell to use. We're taking the object from the floor to overhead in one motion. The hips are going to pop open. We're going to punch and drive that dumbbell or that object overhead with one motion. So if you have a dumbbell, that's awesome. The prescribed weights are going to be 50 for the men, 35 for the ladies. If you don't have that much weight or you're scaling back in any way, that is totally fine. We want to make sure that you can effectively move that load overhead. So if you have a dumbbell that kind of suits you best, awesome. If you do not have a dumbbell and you have something around the house that you're going to use as an odd object, a good kind of substitute would be, just like a juice, or possibly just like a heavy water bottle, or anything that you can have that'll have some way of being able to grab it physically and then getting it overhead. So for the dumbbell snatch, we're looking to make sure that the dumbbell starts between the legs. We're going to get a firm grip with the right hand. On the workout, we're going to start with the first 9 reps on that right hand. For the second part, we'll move on to the left. We want to be able to get that dumbbell from the floor to overhead, so we're going to stand right above the dumbbell. It is up to you if you want to grab it from this way or this way. From here, driving through the legs, we're going to open up the hips, big pull, shrug, and punch. So from the front side, driving through the legs, the hips are going to open and punch and stand. From the side, notice that I'm not rounding through the back. I'm keeping the back nice and flat, and I'm ending and punching and standing to full extension. Make sure we reach full extension at the top. And one more time. Now, if you don't have a dumbbell and you want to use something like an odd object around the house, that totally works. In this case, I actually have a handle on this. So I can kind of use that handle. I can actually lay it down flat this way and punch. Or I can actually grab on with a firm grip here and stand. That's the dumbbell snatch or the odd object snatch. The final movement we're going to cover is going to be the push-up. So for the RX, it's just going to be a standard push-up. If we need to scale in any way, a couple scaling options we could talk about will be doing it from the knees, or actually kind of like elevating ourselves, whether it's from the wall or in an elevated surface just like this. So for the push-up, we're going to start in a fully extended position in the arms, and we're going to allow our body to descend, chest to the floor, and then reach full extension back again. So push-up from here. I'm lowering my body to the floor, keeping control, and then I'm pushing to full extension. From the side. If we need to scale, we can go to the knees. If we go to the knees, we want to make sure that we're still getting those hips down and we're making a flat path to the floor. So from the knees, full extension. One more time from the side. If it is something that we need to elevate as far as like maybe bringing it up a little bit, you can use, again, like an ottoman, or you go against the wall. So for a scale for the ottoman, you could try to just place the hands and go down. If it's a little bit hard for you, you can also step one of those legs out. So I'll show you both options. Here. Or you can step that leg slightly in front and push. So that is the squat. That is going to be the snatch and the push-up for the workout here. So it's going to be a 10-minute AMRAP. We're going to be starting with the squats. It'll be 10. Then we'll move all 9 on the right arm, 10 push-ups, and then all 9 on the left arm. And you'll do as many as you can in 10 minutes. Have fun. Let's see your scores.